Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. Welcome to another podcast.
La
La la la la.
It's sunny.
It's spring.
Yeah.
We made it through winter. I mean, to be fair, it probably is still going to be wintry and wet and all that kind of stuff. But we've had, 3 days of sunshine?
3 in a row.
3 days of sunshine.
And it was like 6 o'clock last night and it wasn't pitch black.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look out the window, but it is a little bit grey this morning, but it looks like it's going to... I'm going to put my washing out on the line, so...
And I'm going to copy her.
Anyway, roll the intro.
Hello and welcome to Confetti Conversations, the podcast where me and my sister talk all things weddings, wedding planning and married life.
We are going to talk about videos.
Yeah.
Videographers.
Yeah.
Why you should get one. How to go through the process of finding one.
Do it.
Videographers. We are both extremely passionate about videographers.
Mm-hmm.
I would urge anybody to get one. And I had this conversation with Lara, who came on and talked to us about destination weddings. When she was talking about planning her wedding, she said to me, "Oh, I might forego the videographer. Like, I don't know that I need it."
Nope.
And I said, honestly, Lara, nobody has ever regretted getting a videographer, but lots of people have regretted not getting a videographer.
Yeah, we've got a friend who didn't have one and she wishes she did.
I have another friend who didn't have one and again wishes she did.
Yeah.
Nobody I have spoken to has ever said, really didn't think I needed that video.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, pictures obviously tell a story of your day, and you do get that feeling from your pictures.
Yep.
But I can't explain to you the feeling of watching your wedding video back.
Yeah.
I can't explain that feeling.
We got ours back this week and we knew it was going to be longer. The videographer said how long it was going to be, and that is absolutely fine. So we got it this week, which was lovely. We sat at home with the baby and watched the video. And after a few seconds, I realised it was one of my favourite songs that she'd put on there, not knowing.
Oh, I love that.
So I was like crying, but just watching the whole thing and like reliving it. We actually watched it twice last night and all the speeches as well.
Yeah, we did, to be fair, when we got ours back, me and Sam had, like you, watched it all together.
Yeah.
Just the two of us, and really wanted to take in that moment together. We did the same thing. We watched our whole, because we had 5 videos.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a reel, so like a quick minute one.
Yeah, we've got that as well.
We had a 3-minute one. We had the full video. We had full speeches and full ceremony. So we had a lot.
Yeah.
And we watched, I think we watched all of it on the first time we watched it. And then we watched it with family. And honestly, the feeling of watching back, like the speeches especially, because you forget what people say.
Yeah.
And those are such a important part of the day.
Yeah.
You do really forget what people say and what was funny and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
It was really nice watching it because the main video, a lot of them do this where they have, generally it's the groom's speech
over the top of it.
And Ellis's was like over the top, and then it went into part of the reading that Ellis's dad did.
Oh,
so we started crying, like we both were crying at that, and you're reading, so you could hear that in it. And then there was other little clips, and then it had, basically the videographer was like, "What music do you want?" And I was like, "Ellis loves all music. I love Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
in my jumper today.
Yeah.
And she put over 3 Taylor Swift songs, including the one we got engaged to, and then our first dance song at the end as well.
Oh, I love that.
So, and it was really good how she's set it up. I don't know what the right word is, like overlaid it maybe.
Yeah.
So where the song is, the first dance, you can see us all singing along to it to the right
Oh,
point.
I love that.
So that is
Clever
really
editing.
good. Yeah, really clever editing. So,
we
yeah, it
didn't
was
have
really good.
that. We just had, I think ours is like royalty free music that he used, which it doesn't bother me at all. Like I'm not like a big music person like you are.
Yeah.
You know, like music to me it's not the same as how you and Ellis feel about music. So it didn't bother me in the slightest that it was just like commercial music, because the music is lovely and it really suits the piece, but we didn't sort of get that, you know, the opportunity to make a decision on that.
Like we associate memories with music as well. So like if we've got memories of going down to St David's in Wales and we remember the music we were listening to.
Yeah.
One of those pieces was it. Bit of a sidetrack, but over Easter weekend on Classic FM they do the top 100. They do it every year, and we've gone down to St David's on a few Easter weekends, including the one where we got engaged, and we listened to Test Flight from How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah,
one of our favourite bits of music, and then that was what we walked in to.
What
I walked in and you.
Yeah.
To the ceremony. So like, but then to Ellis, it's not just that piece of music; it's the memory of us going to St David's when we got engaged as well. But that's just how we do things.
Yeah.
Whereas you guys are really like sing-alongy music.
We just don't really care. Like, we're just not bothered. Like,
we love carpool karaoke.
Yeah, we love music, but we're not like
We're very sentimental with music.
Yeah, it doesn't hold value in my life in the way that it does in yours. Like, it's just, for me, it's just a lovely thing, but it's not. What's the word? It just doesn't hold as much value as it does for you, and so it didn't bother me. But if that does bother you, and if you feel like you want to be able to have some control over what music is put on your video, then you need to have that conversation with your videographer before you even book them.
Yeah, that they can do that.
Yeah. So there's certain things. Let's sort of go back to like how to pick a videographer, I guess.
Yeah.
I picked a videographer that I really liked, and turns out he'd double booked himself. Well, not double booked himself, but basically he'd taken on another wedding, and he'd already had this wedding booked in before mine, and he didn't quite realise the travel because it was abroad. He didn't really quite factor in the travel. So
he wouldn't have been back in time.
I can't remember if he wouldn't have been back in time or if he had to go the day of my wedding.
Right.
So he just couldn't make it work. So I had two options, one that was a slightly more affordable option and one that was a little bit more expensive. And in the end, we ended up going with the more expensive person. But like the weddings that my videographer has done, I think I can't actually believe that you took mine on. Like,
I think looking at what he does now, no offense, but I don't know that he would take your wedding on now.
I don't think he
is
would.
Incredible.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think
you were so lucky to have him.
Yeah, like I don't even know. I can't remember how he was very established.
Yeah,
because he did that influencer's wedding. Liv. I'm sure he did her wedding. And he's done like Jack P. Shepherd, who is on Coronation Street. And he's done
David,
yeah. And he's done some absolutely incredible video like weddings.
I believe he started his own podcast, doesn't he?
He started his own podcast, yeah. What's his podcast called?
I
can't remember. Anyway, he's PS Visuals on Instagram. He's absolutely fantastic. Like,
awesome.
The quality of content that he produces is just incredible.
Yeah.
And our wedding is absolutely stunning, and we're like we love it. It you know, the video is exactly what we wanted. He was the higher price range that we could afford, but he wasn't unreasonable. I have no idea what his prices would be now, because that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I have no idea what his prices would be now. But for me, it was, when doing research for a videographer, it was all about the feel of the video.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted all the videos, a lot of the ones that I saw were very glamorous and very, quite bougie.
They will say their style of filming, won't they?
Yeah.
Which is quite important.
You have to do a research on a videographer, because you have to see what looks good and what you want your wedding to look like, because at the end of the day, that is the reflection of your wedding.
Our videographer had different options of how she'd film it. I'm just going to get them up. And when, as part of our discussion when we had our call, she was like, "Which one do you like?"
Don't worry about it.
No. Anyway,
go on. What were you saying?
yeah,
about
so it said like cinematic or like casual or I can't remember what they were. There was a few different ones, but it was so you got the look that you wanted.
Yeah, because you can do I think a lot of the time with a videographer, they follow the lead of the photographer. So the photographer will sort of take charge and sort of take you around and do all the, get the shots in the places they want to get them. And then your videographer normally will just sort of follow them around. And like my videographer would just sort of say, "Oh, can you just do this again?" Or "Do you mind walking that way and walking back towards me?" Or like they would just sort of, they obviously have an idea of the day in their head and how they want it shot, but they are much more led by the photographer. Yeah,
as a general rule. And that's why I would say I don't feel that necessarily mine were too much. They were both. So the person that shot my wedding wasn't the person who edited it. Because of us having to change the date, I think I've mentioned this before, she had someone else film it, who again was lovely. She's called Leanne. But then Libby edited it in her style. And because of the way she shoots it, it was the same kind of thing. That's how they figured it out. And it worked really well. But both my videographer and my photographer were very chill.
Yes.
Whereas for you, your photographer, she's life and soul. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Not that my two weren't, but she leads it and whereas for ours, I felt like it was us as the bridal party.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. And I think like it depends, doesn't it? Because if you have like a specific thing that you want to have done or to be done or whatever it may be, if you have that kind of feeling about it, you have to find a videographer that will sort of, I mean, I think they'll all go along with what you want. Of course they will. It's your wedding. But I think you have to find somebody that sort of truly listens and understands your vision. If you do have a strong opinion of it. I wanted a very relaxed video where my videographer just followed me around and just captured the day as it happened.
Yes. As is very much, a lot of them are like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
I wanted, my big thing was for everyone who was involved in the wedding, I was like, I just want it to be fun. Like I want to show the fun that we were all having. And that moment of the bridesmaids dancing on the lawn, which there's only like a couple of photographs, but not very, they were just too far away at the time, and it was just one of those moments that happened.
Organic.
The videographer got really good footage of it.
Oh, I love that.
So that's in there, and that's it was just a really nice, it was just a really off the cuff moment.
Yeah.
You all came over to explain something that Chai was doing, wasn't it?
Oh, Chai said something really funny,
And then we were just dancing on the lawn, and it was just lovely.
Yeah.
But they've captured it, and that's what the videographer captures, whereas we all know that moment happened.
Yeah.
But the photographer was just too far away. She couldn't get a good shot of it because of where she was.
Yeah.
You can't make it happen again.
No.
The videographer got it, and that's really fun.
Yeah. And their job literally is to observe you all day. So the camera is just watching you all day. And honestly, you don't even know it's there.
No.
Because you just carry on with your day as normal. And those moments that you completely forget happened, you have that forever kind of thing. And again, it's the same with your photos. Like you do get all of those moments captured, but there's something about a video and seeing it in real time where you're like, that is just so special.
Yeah. I think things like us being able to watch the speeches, watching the speeches back and seeing our faces and like listening to it again is so lovely. Because of the way the room was set out, it is a shame, but it is what it is. Nothing can be done about it. They've got on the top table, they've cut Mum out of so in Dad's and Ellis's speeches you can't see Mom.
Oh really?
But whereas for yours and the best men, you can see everyone. So it could have been done, but it just wasn't for whatever reason. And it's not a problem, but it would have been nice to see her reactions to things.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just one of those things, isn't it? You can't go back and do it again.
No. And they do the best with the space that they've got and what they can do.
Exactly, yeah. So, but it was like the speeches was good to listen back to. And I think now I'm like, oh, I should have listened to the speeches before last week's episode.
I know, yeah, I should have watched mine really, but I haven't. To be fair, I haven't looked at my speech. I watched my wedding video sometimes on my own, but always on my anniversary. Like I have done it the past 2 years. So, and I think I watched my wedding speeches last year.
Yeah.
And it's just it's so interesting to watch it. Like it's so funny.
I think with the wedding videography, the styles really, if I'm honest, don't change that much.
No.
You look at the wedding video that mom and dad have got.
Yeah.
And like how it follows them round, and mom and dad had some video, like almost like an engagement shoot type thing.
Yeah.
Where it followed them around before the wedding, but the day of the wedding and on the wedding day.
And the speeches and
stuff,
speeches, yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
As ours.
Yeah.
Was it got Lionel Richie on the song? Mom said it the other day.
I think so.
Yeah. With a bit of Lionel Richie.
But for me, the big reason that I wanted to have a video and I sort of this memory cemented in my head for a very long time. But I think it was mum and dad's 30th wedding anniversary.
At home.
Yeah, and we were having like a little party at home, just a celebration. And mom said, oh, let's watch the wedding video.
Yeah.
And all of us sat round, everybody, there was probably 20, 25 people there. Yeah, family, friends. We all sat and watched this video. And honestly, it was just such a lovely moment. And like our granddad had passed away like by then. And Nan was just sat there watching, like so intently watching him. And it was just a really special moment that I was like, there's a lot of people that mom and dad had made friends with after they'd got married, and those people were there, and like to share that moment with them and to share it with us, and like for me that moment was so special, being able to sit together and watch the wedding video, that confirmed to me at that moment. I was like, I'm having a wedding video for like that, and that was one of the top things that I put on my list. And like we said, you will not regret getting one for a minute. You will not regret getting one. You'll regret not getting one.
It's so lovely just to see all those faces again and be like, oh, like look at like that moment and this one, and like the me and Ellis walking into the dinner part, and everyone's like there spinning their napkins around. For us, all we could see was napkins. But watching it back, you can see everyone laughing and having fun, having a little dance, and there's me and Tonks like having a dance before I get to the table. And it's just like things like that. Those memories, you forget that happened.
You do, and because it's such like, you know, for most people you've had a drink, so you do generally forget a little bit more. But for you, obviously, you didn't have a drink, but you do forget moments of the day because it's such a long day and you speak to so many people.
Yeah.
And like even the next day, people are like, "Oh, do you remember what you said?" Like, or I said to you last night, and you're like, "No." And it's not because I was drunk; it's because you talk to that many people, you have that many conversations.
Yeah.
You can't keep up with what you've said to everybody.
No, you can't.
It's so difficult to know what you've said to each person.
Yeah.
That it just becomes very overwhelming. But then having that, watching it back in real time, like obviously you don't then remember all your conversations, but you can sort of remember the feelings.
Yeah. It's lovely how it creates a story of the day.
Yeah.
And it was nice for me as well, seeing what the boys were doing.
Yeah.
And they've got the video of Ellis opening his present that I gave him.
Yeah.
But I'd already opened mine before the videographer had come. But it was nice seeing them, like the boys getting ready. There's a video of the boys walking in. Like it is really nice.
I liked seeing all the church bit before I got there.
Yeah, see, we haven't got any of that. But then I was like, I don't think there actually is any footage because the videographer was with us.
Yeah, my videographer left maybe, she got the shots of us in the dress and then she left.
Yeah.
And she was at the church maybe 20, 25 minutes before we were. And she then got...
The videographer was a he.
Oh, sorry, he. He then got... Yeah, I am. But they both went at the same time. But he then got, and the photographer, they then got shots of people, that the last few people walking in.
Yeah.
And then shots of Sam.
There's a lovely one of our auntie and uncle, isn't there?
Yeah, gorgeous one of them walking by the church, like up to the church. It's so beautiful. There's a gorgeous photo of it and the video of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if she got a photo of it, actually. I'm not sure that she did.
It's just a lovely little bit, isn't it?
Yeah. And then they get the moments with Sam and his mom and dad and his best man. Like, they get all those sorts of moments.
On ours, they have got the bit where Billy says to Ellis, if you need to run, we can make an escape still.
Oh, bless him. But you, in a church, a videographer and a photographer, there are rules in church of what they can and can't do. So a videographer has to stay on a static tripod. So I think my videographer set up 2 cameras. He had one facing like the back of us, and then he was stood at the top facing us.
Yeah, that was it.
So he just stayed still the whole time and just shot from those 2 angles. So he sort of cut between the 2.
Yeah. Ours is the same.
Yeah, because they're not allowed to. I think it's because it's a legal moment.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to distract.
I think certain churches are more flexible on that.
Yeah.
And space dependent as well.
Yeah.
Like, mine was really small. They couldn't be moving around.
No.
Because it would be really distracting.
Yeah.
And also, they're not there to be in the way. Like, yes, it's good to get the good shots, but the moment is actually, the important bit is us getting married.
Yeah, they
and
do.
our friends and family seeing it, and they know that.
Yeah, they know that. They sort of are discreet though, aren't they? They,
yeah, so
you know,
good.
you don't even really know that they're there sometimes.
I like the shots on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Because they aren't there all night. As
No.
much as every video makes it look like they're there all night, when you book the hours, you're like, oh, that's not going to take us till very late. We did pay for an extra hour. Was that with the videographer or the photographer? I can't remember, but we made sure they were there till about like 8. They all work so hard, and that pretty much all of them stay later than they should.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They just are
Yeah.
very conscientious to make sure they get the best footage or photos.
And wedding timelines don't sort of match up like necessarily to what you think they're going to be. Like, there are delays, there are moments, like things happen. It's not always as black and white as we'll do this at this time, that time, this at next.
Yeah,
time,
they
kind of thing.
generally go not long after your first dance.
Yeah.
And they make the footage look like you've had the party all night.
Yeah.
But the way we did it, because we did the sparkler walkthrough, it made it really look good, because it was like, that's the end of the night almost.
Oh, really?
And that's how it kind of tells the story, even though we did that and then
carried on,
had the second set from the band.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It was great. And the only reason I know, we'll all know that it wasn't the end of the night, because one of my friends was still standing, and
she wasn't standing for long after that. No.
You see her and she's like, oh, she's upright.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, she's asleep on a chair.
Yeah.
Bless her. Yeah. There's not really much more that we can talk to you about a videographer. Like, I think finding a videographer is very similar to finding a photographer.
Yep.
You need to do your research, look at what they've done before. I do think I didn't have a phone conversation with my videographer, but I do think it is imperative to have a conversation with them, because you don't know.
Yeah.
You need to be able to get on with this person. If you don't get on with them, they're with you all day. It's the same thing as a photographer.
Yeah. Well, like, I knew I'd get on. Again, we've talked about this before. I booked my photographer and videographer together. My original.
Yeah.
There was a package.
Yeah.
A special offer that they were doing. They get on. They've done loads of weddings together. And it was ideal.
Which is quite common. A lot of videographers and photographers do that.
Yeah, it was perfect. It meant I didn't have to do much research, because I knew the styles would go together. And then when I had to change the date, I lost my photographer, so I knew the styles would go together.
Yeah.
So that was ideal.
Yeah.
And then you helped find a photographer that would fit that style.
Yeah.
To go with the videographer almost.
Yeah.
So those packages work really, really well.
Yeah, they save you quite a lot of money.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for me in the end because of.
Yeah, but that's beside the point.
Most people don't have this situation.
Yeah, but the thing is like a lot. If you find a photographer that you absolutely love, a lot of the time they'll have a videographer that they love working with.
Ask them, yeah,
and
I think that's what I did actually.
Did you?
Because I think I booked the videographer before they had the or did they?
No, you booked the photographer,
and then
you saw that she was doing the package. So then you were like, oh, I'll see what she can do.
I think
with the
she'd already
package.
recommended me a few people though before.
Oh, had she?
But I'd never got as far as sorting it, and then that came up.
Then they'd done that offer, and then they sort of fixed it,
sorted
it out for you, didn't they?
Yeah, they were really, really good. on all of their websites, like I've just looked on my videographers' websites, they've got loads of videos of ones that they've done.
Yeah, and obviously their Instagrams are just full of their videos. So, you know, that's always a good place to start.
It's hard for them, but their social media and their websites have to show off what they do.
Well, that's what sells it, isn't it? You know, if you were to go onto this videographer's Instagram and not see a single video or not many, you'd be like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're
exactly.
any good, really. And their work could be absolutely incredible. They're just not very good at social media.
Yeah.
But social media sells it.
Yeah.
So you do have to, there is that element that they have to do social media. Like, I know it's difficult, but
Yeah, that's just that's how people research now, though, isn't it?
oh yeah, Instagram
And you can look
is
on things like Bridebook, and they're all like there's
Yeah.
lots of recommendations on there.
yeah.
It's just it's not the same as looking at their actual work.
No, you need to, because they're, you know, in general, okay, they are fairly similar, but they are different. There are differences between like videographers, and you need to know whether that videographer's work is something that you want your wedding to look like.
Oh, things like as well, I only just thought of this, like drone footage. Some of them don't do drones.
No.
Some people really want that footage of an overview of what's going on.
But drone footage is weather dependent. So my videographer did do drone footage.
But no way could he do it.
But he couldn't put it up. He couldn't put a drone up the day of our wedding.
No.
So, and it wasn't like, for me, it wasn't a be all and end all. Like, it's
No.
just, for me, it's just a shot of the venue. Like, I'm okay.
See, we weren't bothered because
No, I wasn't.
Ellis has a drone. I know he wouldn't have flown it on his wedding day, but we know drone footage.
Yeah.
The other thing with that though is our venue had rules on drones.
Most do.
So you have to be careful of that.
Yeah.
And some don't allow them at all.
No.
Because ours is a private house as well.
There's like restrictions on where you can.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. So that's something to bear in mind.
Yeah, definitely. And I think when you go into looking for a videographer, you need to have a list of things that you want.
Yeah.
And you need to look at their style of videoing, the way that they are. You need to have a meeting with them to know if you click with them. And you also, in an ideal world, should speak with your photographer. You know, if you book a photographer first, then I would speak with your photographer about their options, because if you like your photographer's style, you're probably going to like their recommended videographers. Yeah. So I would probably, as a starting point, speak to your photographer or your venue.
Yeah.
A lot of venues will give you recommended, like when I told my venue who I was having, they were like, oh, great, he's amazing. He's been here a couple of times.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, it is nice having someone who's been to a venue before. Again, my original photographer had done my venue so many times. Well, that's where we first met her, wasn't it? At that venue when we were guests.
Yeah.
So we knew she knew it. And that's why we booked her initially.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was just no option. Like,
no, she was fantastic.
I think we booked the venue and booked her on the same day.
Yeah, as soon as I had a venue, I booked her.
Yeah.
She was my first
booking.
Because
even though she couldn't do my wedding, she did do the newborn shoot. So.
Yeah, she did do your newborn shoot, bless her.
Love that. We'll do some more with her in the future, I'm sure.
Yeah. Have you got anything else to say about videographers or videos or?
Do it.
Or wait,
Find it. If you can find it in your budget, sacrifice the big fancy cake and go to, I still don't agree with cake cutting. I don't get it. We both sat there watching the video and we're like, still don't get the cake cutting.
It's not that you don't agree with it, you just found it uncomfortable.
It's just weird.
It wasn't something that you wanted to do, but if you want to do a cake cutting, then
do
it.
You can get a very nice cake from Waitrose.
Yeah.
That tastes fantastic.
Yeah.
Sorry to all cake makers, but that's my personal opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'd save some money from there. I'd save some money from some decorations.
Yeah, I agree. I would have scrimped on a lot of things to have a videographer.
Yeah.
That was my priority, was a good videographer and a good photographer in a nice venue. Those were my top priorities, and everything else was going to be like, it would happen.
Yeah. I would, do the same again.
Yeah. Always book the videographer. I know that you might be thinking, oh, budget's a bit tight. I'm not sure that I really need it. Trust me when I say every person that I have spoken to that hasn't had a videographer has regretted it.
Yeah.
Big style. So I really, really would recommend it. And I know that it's expensive, but honestly, worth it. If you want to keep memories of the day,
Yeah.
for me, that is the biggest way to keep your memories of the day.
People will often think, well, I could have a content creator because that's cheaper.
Yeah. It's very different, a
Personally,
content creator.
Yeah, it's very different and it doesn't give the same feel.
Well, a content creator is creating content. So they are going to be doing, you know, bits. They're going to be, you know, they'll get your first kiss. They'll get some photos. They'll get a couple of funny moments. They'll get, you know, they'll go round and do sort of like interviews with all your guests, and they'll do trends and they'll do stuff like that, which is fantastic. And it does mean that you have stuff back quickly. They'll do you like a reel of the day or a TikTok of the day, but it's not the depth and it's just not the same, in my opinion. Like, it just doesn't quite come across in the same way.
They both have their place.
100%.
They are different.
100%. And there is a way on getting your video back. It doesn't come back instantly. It will be a few weeks before you get it back, at least, especially if you're getting married in the height of summer, because they are so busy that they are constantly working. So you do not expect that you're going to get your video back very quickly. Like, manage your own expectations that it's going to be a few weeks before it comes back.
Our videographer was really honest and just told us when it would be. And when it got closer and I hadn't heard anything, I checked in with her and she said,
I did the same.
She literally said, I've got 2 or 3 in front of you on my list, and then it's yours.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. And they are very open and honest about it. And they will, you know, they will say it's going to be a few weeks, maybe a few months before you get this. And that's okay. Yeah. That's just how it works.
It is what it is.
It is indeed. But I think that's everything for videographers for now, isn't it?
Yep. We should be everyone's favourite people. Every videographer's favourite people.
Yeah, videographers will love us because we are just so passionate about video, like getting a video of your wedding. So no matter your budget, you will find somebody who will fit that budget. If your budget's not that big, you can find people who are starting out in videography and they will do you a lovely, you know, even if you just get someone to shoot the day and then you get it edited by someone else at a later date when you've got more money.
Absolutely fine.
Just get the footage.
Yeah.
Get it. Okay. For now, I'm Philippa.
I'm Hayley.
This was Confetti Conversations, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.